So I just got tired. I basically said, screw it, I'll just conjure another one, I'll get out of here. You hit them, they hit you back, and it doesn't turn out very well. Unless you conjure another one, chances are you're gonna die. Tried that one, don't try that. I mean, you can try it, just, you know, don't expect to live, unless you're really high level. They do quite a bit of frost damage when they hit you, obviously. Daedra Lady. It's a big hammer. That thing does quite a bit of damage. I'm quite impressed with it. It just takes an awful lot to swing. I like the faster weapons. They can do a lot of damage. Looting binge. Always grabbing the daggers. Need daggers. Daggers are good. Daggers. And daggers.
Is someone there?
There's somebody always there. Not really sure what I was doing here, but I kind of gapped out for a second looking at this really awesome architecture. And yeah, there's a bunch of mages sneaking up on us. Good job. Good job. It's kind of bonus that I reconjured him. He kind of ended up helping out in the long run. He probably would have been gone. Scorpius wins. Flawless victory. Something like that. Those are the classics, right? Everybody loves a classic. I might actually put a few videos up of playing some Mortal Kombat. That'd be kind of fun. Should do that. But this is Skyrim. Whoa, what happened? There goes my candle. That gets dark in a hurry. That freaks me out every time. I'm like, freeze. I hate freezing. Unless it's me throwing frost. That's okay. This is a really weird place to have a blacksmith area, but hey, if you want it to be warm as hell in there, it's one way to do it. Ingots! I was really excited when I seen those. I was like, ebony ore, and then it turned out it wasn't ebony ore. Or maybe it was. I can't even tell. Might have been. That'd be bonus. Transmute. This is by far the coolest thing. I don't know if any of you have that. I'm sure some of you do, or most of you do, one or the other. Or neither. But yeah, the transmuting spell basically changes silver ore. It has to be ore, it can't be ingots. Ingots won't do a thing for you. But basically, it turns iron ore into silver ore, and then silver ore into gold ore, and then you can, you know, turn it into ingots, you know, at any smelter. Basically, once you do that, I suggest turning them into gold rings, because you can basically turn a better profit with gold rings, like an actual finished product, than the ingots. But I'm pretty sure there's some merchants that'll pay quite a good penny for gold ingots, especially, oh god, what's her name? She's the lady that you can sell stolen items to when you join the Thieves Guild. God, what's her name? Anyway, that's besides the point. We'll get to that eventually. It's like Tamelia or Tamalia or Elia or Ilia. I don't know. Anyway. What am I doing? Am I lost? What the hell? Oh. I'm trying to see where I'm at without making any candles again. I think I'm about ready to leave. There's nothing there. Go. Take off. Be done with it. Nothing. Nothing there. Go on. Come on. I think I might end up actually making a couple of daggers here. Oh, I'm going to test the table, see how she works. And she don't work well without anything to work with. That's how work works. Okay, you might notice I don't use that favorites bar here too often in these videos. Like I said in the last video, I wasn't able to see in these very well. But when it's in full frame in the full menu, I had no trouble reading it. So That's why I don't use the shortcuts too often in this. I mean, this candlelight's pretty obvious in the top of the list. I believe I have it set up 3 down, so I just figured her out that way. And the door's open, sweet. Yay, I know where I'm going now. I don't know why I didn't just use clairvoyance, but I don't like cheating. I think that's cheating. It doesn't always work the way you want it to either, so it ends up, it's like a GPS, you know. Turn left at the next exit. It's like you've already passed the exit and it's off by a few kilometers. Gotta love that. Your next exit is in 210 kilometers. I say kilometers because I'm Canadian. Just so you know, so you're not like, what's up with this guy? What's metric all about? Sorry guys, but most of the world uses metric. Unless you're a carpenter.
Yes, champion of Azura.
Dad, did you hear that?
What do you need to take?
I'm a champion. 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 Champegan. What am I doing? Oh, I'm grabbing some... Yeah, this part's, I tried this without being quite this level once before, and I did actually quite well. I got right up into the end, and I got kind of cocky. And basically, in this video, I do run to the same room that I tried the last time. I almost had it beat, but for some reason I decided to switch to a weapon and try and steal a soul. And in that time, the person recovered and killed me. I was a little upset about that because I was a really lower level, and I was like right there about ready to get the staff. I was not too impressed once I figured out how close it is to here. But I just slaughter them in this. Actually, she does most of the work. I just kind of watch and hide. Kind of cheap, but hey, if they're going to do the work for you, no point in putting yourself in danger, right?
Until next time, Guardian.
Here we go. I think I decided to do the sneak attack with poison. It tends to work out the second time, but sorry to burst your bubble, but this time is going to be kind of sad. I was doing good for a second, though. That's the main thing. I had it figured out I was going to beat it this time around, but no, these guys swarm you, and they've got quite a few different spell abilities, so it's not something you definitely don't want to attempt this without some sort of major strength. Frost Atronach, if you can get in this room that I'll show you here, is about the best way to do it, because all they do is continuously try to approach, and then your guy hits them, and then they drop their stamina. If you can poison them with a magic regeneration spell, that's about the best thing you can do, because then they can't keep attacking you. Obviously that's the way to go, because you're, well, it's tactical, but that was a pretty bad first hit on my part, and a horrible swing. I figured it was going to swing sideways, but, you know, it doesn't always go the way you want it to. But he fell over there. I thought he was done. And then he disappears into the darkness. One side effect of a two-handed weapon, you can't conjure a candlelight or a mage light. Candlelight's a bit better. I find casting the mage light on your followers very helpful, but then you're basically you know, limited to where they're at and if they're following you. If you're in a really dark area, the candlelight and mage light over your follower is like one really good way to light up the room. I don't have that much trouble with brightness, just because I've got my brightness turned up quite a bit, and I've basically readjusted the brightness and contrast on the video. Basically the device, and I'm dead. Yeah, not cool. But yeah, the device software, I've got it turned back up again, or turned down again, to kind of go proper, but anyway. So I died. Anytime I die, I tend to watch the full loading. It's kind of like a punishment for me, punishment for you. Sorry, but there's got to be consequences. That's a nice staff, though. I like those staffs. I've got sparks. lightning bolt, fireball. Actually, wait, that's a different one, I think. Might be the same one, but anyway, I got quite a few different ones, but you'll see that near the end of the video. I've got quite a stash, actually. Potheads only wish. And I've got to reselect all my different crap here, of course. I would be using that shout amulet, but I don't know. I find that 20% faster. It's not that great as compared to I believe it's the Galder amulet fragment. I don't know. I find having 30 plus points or 30% faster regeneration of magic is a lot more useful. As powerful as shouts are in the moment, they don't really help too much when you're watching the bar load back up. Same approach. Headshot. Not quite. That was like a knee shot, but anyway. Anybody see that video, the knee shot video? My god, that's ridiculous. But he's up on a mountain. I don't know. I still question that the legitimacy of that video, but anyway, that's beyond the point. Ice form. That's by far the best shout I've come across so far. I've seen them all. I know where a good portion of them are. I just haven't made it there yet. I'm trying to basically cut down all my quests. I have a 12 meg save file right now, and I think that was part of the problem I was having earlier with dialogue not showing up. It's almost as if there's not enough RAM in the, well, I know that it doesn't necessarily use RAM. It's the same concept of solid state memory in the PlayStation, but anyway, it's almost like it exceeded its abilities that way and just couldn't cope. This is that room I was talking about. You conjure your Atronach there, and basically he'll cover that door. It's pretty obvious he's not going to be able to do anything right now because he's like, they're all over there, but there's a wall. Oh no, what do I do? He can't go through that door. I mean, he can, but it's kind of, you know, hit and miss, as is my bow and arrow at the moment. Still have yet to get the slowdown time upgrade. I think it might be my next upgrade. Although I was thinking about getting the next level destruction spells. I have ice unlocked so far. I need fire and lightning, or sparks, whatever you want to call it. And she's gonna die. Or he. I think it's a she. Yeah, it's a she. No soul gem large enough. Well, I guess there isn't a soul gem that would do it because I got the black star of Azura right now, so... Or wait, no, the Star of Azura. I didn't do the Black Star. I suppose that might have something to do with it. It's kind of let down. I mean, it's cool to be able to just find a fox and recharge to a full grand gem, but I don't know. It's just not my style to be killing people and taking their souls all the time. I'll just use a little guy for that. I'm actually kind of curious. The Azura Star sounds like a good idea. You can reload it and all that, but I mean, it's only one. If you had like 5, it'd be great, but I mean, once you use it that one time, I mean, that's all you get, and all the rest are being destroyed. So if you're running back and forth doing it, you know, just running around an area that has an enchanting table type of thing, I mean, that's good, but it really isn't going to help you for the long term. Grand Staff of Charming. I'm sure glad I went and took a look at this before I went there. Soul snares, that's always nice to have for a bow. Get a quick headshot, and you know, for animals it's perfect, you know, getting the lesser soul gems. That's what I'm all about right now, is those daggers and soul gems. Daggers and soul gems, daggers and soul gems. Kind of like snakes and ladders, but a lot more fun. And more dangerous. If they were real, of course. You see that? Some people should learn how to do that. You know, cutting out the crap every once in a while would be nice. So many people show their loading screens. I mean, they show, some people cut it, but they don't cut it all, you know. You want to just jump right back in. No point in waiting. Unless, of course, your character dies, and then you should do a